in the morning.
Process oriented.
I'm actually trying to follow.
November 30th, 2010, when my watch showed 1:35 p.m., I received an SMS on my phone. An amount of rupees XXX got credited to your savings bank account towards salary. A moment of accomplishment for me. My first salary has just arrived, and like most of you would have done, I also wanted to buy something for my parents. I had an anticipation of an overwhelmed response, and mothers, they never disappoint you. My mother had tears in her eyes, but fathers, they can be brutal. My father looked at the gift and started shouting at me. I always knew you were a senseless kid, but at least after getting a job, I expected you to be sensible and mature. Before splurging your money, invest Kiya Kya. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear investors, I am sure that at this point of time, just like me, most of you are thinking that the question is all about money and finance. Now, this was the first time that I was exposed to the term investment, and I was confused. I kept pondering this thought for the next 1 week, yet I didn't find an answer. That's when my father comes back to me after a week and asks me, "So son, how's it going? Do you have an investment strategy yet?" "Dad, I am confused. Please help me." He smiled expectantly. He knew this was coming. He explained, and I paraphrased. "Son, to become a wise investor, you have to first invest in yourself. Invest in things that matter to you the most. Invest in your health. Invest in gaining knowledge and wisdom. But most of all, invest in yourself." Slowly, I started to realize that the intention of my father was not to teach me financial investments, but to use it as a springboard to get me into investing in myself. And that took me to the million-dollar question of, how do I invest in myself? The key here is to differentiate between what's investing and what's not. Because more often, more things are considered to be investment than we actually think. Being social, talking to just about anyone, is an investment for me because I am learning how to communicate. I am building networks and relationships. People are social because it's fun, and investment need not be boring. In fact, I urge you all to think about investment in this new way. Because if you invest in things that you like, it is more probable that you will invest more efficiently. But what will you get in return if you invest efficiently? Of course, we are all humans, and when we do an investment, we do expect some returns, don't we? So let me take myself as an example and tell you the reasons. I invest 30 minutes of my time every day in running, and I get good health in return. I invest 15 minutes of my time every day in reading a newspaper, and 40 minutes of my time every week in learning a new skill. And I gain knowledge and wisdom. I invest 15 minutes of my time every day in Toastmasters, and I get to be a better communicator and a good leader. And these are all only the returns that I am talking about. If you see the value of these investments, it has been priceless for me. In fact, I have a senior colleague at office who has 3 times my experience but earns 30% less than me. The reason? He stopped investing in himself 15 years back. Whereas I, on the other hand, in the last 6 years, I have made 3 certifications, 2 micromanagement courses, I have learned 2 new languages, I have made 400 plus new friends, 200 plus new professional contacts, and the list goes on and on and on. My father remains right. The beauty of investing in yourself is that whatever you learn and whatever you do always remains with you. Nobody can dare to take it away from you. And I'm sure the people who are already investing in yourself would agree with me.
Yes.
For those of you who have just decided to start investing in yourself, I have a plan. Just like Toastmaster Snigdha just now said, have a bucket list, take a white paper and make a list of 10 unique things that you always wanted to do but have been procrastinating. Set a time frame for it and start investing your time, efforts and money in achieving these 10 things. And I promise you, by the time you finish doing all these 10 things, you will discover a new you. And for those of you who have not yet decided to start investing in yourself, all I have to say is best of luck. Happy investing and over to Toastmaster.